Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another extra. I'm back with another extra for you. You got what I'm saying? Look, there's some heat right here. You got me? Look, it is some heat. Islam explained. Out of all the pamphlets I've been through, you got what I'm saying? That one nail, that's some heat. And I feel I done right lining them up. The way I lined them up, I feel I done I'm gonna tell you like this, you know what I mean? I'm schizophrenic, so I hear things. And I hear people saying, I love them extras. They be funny, but they good. I would tell you like this, you know what I mean? My goal, my purpose is to spread a message that whom I pray to ask me to deliver. You get me? Ask me to deliver. And I have to present it in a way with laughter, some seriousness also. And I don't make a mockery of this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't make a mockery of it. You feel me? And the laughter that I put into this is for you to, how to say this, you got what I'm saying? In a way of understanding that, they shouldn't have never messed with this man. They shouldn't have never messed with this man. They should have sat there and said to themselves, okay, when did this happen? Okay. How long y'all was married? Okay. But for 13 years, you've been cheating. Okay. He did what back you said this happened in the 80s? He did what back in the 80s? Okay. He won't much of a father? You should be thankful. You should be thankful that he didn't raise his son. You should be thankful he said, you do that. I'm just going to provide you some money. You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm really saying? And that goes for my first and my second born. You get what I'm saying? Because if I really had my hands in my daughter upbringing, I feel sorry for your mama. Yeah. Get it, sweetie pie? Get it? You get it, Carmel, baby? Do you get it? AKA baby girl. Do you get it? Anyway, like I said, this is the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another extra. And I'm back with another extra from out of Islam Explained. The title of this section we're getting into is universal faith. You get it? Universal faith. 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 And it was a time, I didn't have this backdrop. I had these plaques on the wall. When I'm with, faith. You got what I'm saying? I'm a strong believer in just having faith. Reading through these scriptures, it tells you just a mustard seed. Do you know how big a mustard seed is? Ain't nothing. It's about like a watermelon seed or lesser. Just that much is enough for whom we pray to move in your life. Just that much. The rest on you. The rest on you. I don't get why you can't believe in something that you can't really see, that you can't really feel. And if you really, if you really understand our demiurge, our creator, you can see your creator every day, because everything out here in nature, the natural part of this earth, is created, is in the image. We're the image of our demiurge. Come on, I can feel me. I feel good too. So I did, just take a shower in some I think it's called almond butter soap or something like that. Yeah, I do feel good, real soft, smell good. Yeah, look good. Come on. Anywho, let's get into this universal faith. Islam is the culmination of the universal message of God taught by all of his prophets. Muslims believe that a prophet was chosen for every nation at some point in their history, enjoining them to worship God alone and delivering guidance on how to live virtuously. Some of the prophets of God included Adam, Noah, Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad. Peace be upon them all. The prophets all conveyed the consistent divine message of worshiping one God, along with specific societal laws for each nation's circumstances. However, after the prophets delivered the divine guidance to their people, their message was lost, abandoned, or changed over time, with only parts of the original message intact. God then sent another prophet to rectify their beliefs in order to restore the original call of all prophets. God sent Muhammad as the final prophet to all of humanity in the 7th century CE. In 610 CE, Angel Gabriel visited Muhammad with the first divine message. For the next 23 years, he continued to receive revelations until the message was complete. Muhammad called people towards the belief in one God and encouraged them to be just and merciful to one another. He was a living example of God's guidance for the benefit of the entire humankind. Then we reveal to you, Muhammad, follow the creed of Abraham, a man of pure faith who was not an idolater. That's in Quran 16:123. Muslims also believe that God sent revealed books as guidance to humanity through his prophets. These include the Torah given to Moses. Okay, now we understand where the Torah comes from, Moses. I was in confusion, you got what I'm saying, believing that the Torah comes from out of Lot, because we all know Lot was the first one to go into Canaan. The gospel confirmed upon Jesus and the Quran received by Muhammad. The Quran is the last revelation from God, consisting of God's literal speech. It confirms the truth that have survived from the previous scriptures and maintains the same core message of worshiping God and living righteously. God has ensured that the Quran is protected from corruption, safeguarding it for all of humanity to benefit from until the end of time. It is the only holy book that has been miraculously preserved in its original text. And I want to say this, and I'm going to backtrack on two things right here. You got what I'm saying? Well, really three things. The first thing being that we right here, we can't really say that the Quran been preserved. You got what I'm saying? That it's not been corrupted, because there are things that being that I have an English version, it talks about Jesus in there. It talks about the bloodline of Jesus in there. But if you go to the ones that was out here preaching there's no Jesus and they're Muslims, come on, that's corruption right there, right? There's corruption when you're telling me that all black people, all Africans are Muslims, when this pamphlet simply tells you Islam has to be adopted into your life. You got what I'm saying? All right, that's the first one. The second one I want to get into is that now it's a confirmation what these Arabics, what these Muslims, what the faith of Islam is saying is that Moses is responsible for the Torah. So Lot must brought Judaism into the Middle East. You understand what I'm saying? You get me now? Because Lot was the first one to go. He was the first one to go into Canaan. Now the third thing I want to explain to you is this right here. I'm going to backtrack to my opening remarks. You know what I mean? When I sat there and I said, oh, did you ask, okay, when did this happen? Okay, this happened in the 80s. Okay, what did you do? And if the truth was told to you that I was beat down, when I was down at jail, I was beat down by almost everybody on that tier on that dorm at one time, don't you think that's enough punishment for me? Don't you think that's enough punishment I'm gonna take for something that the karma has already been delivered? I'm gonna say this to you like this, right? But leave me alone. That's my final warning. This is my last talk of it. You understand what I'm saying? You better leave me alone and walk on. Got it? Walk away. Believe what I tell you. Anyway, there's been another extra from the nasty bastard. I love you, and I'm out.